Series still dealing with the ankle injury. Ayton and Sengun to jump it up. Bernard was a huge factor of the two home games here to begin the series. Here is Smart. Off to James. James backing down Thompson. James dishes out. Smart a three is good.
Down in the post and such a good passer. Marcus Smart, who had some problems hitting shots in the last game, but had 25 points, hitting 5 of 5 from 3 in one of the earlier games, off to a good start.
And averaging 17.5 in the series is Smart as Smith. Ime Udoka talking to us about the aggression Smith has to play with no Durant, and he feels like has played with in the games that Kevin Durant has not been on the floor. Here is James, pocket pass, Ayton denied by Sengun.
Good challenge on that shot. That short roll, difficult to deal with.
In the corner, Smith the three, rims off, and Ayton the board.
Houston needs to get off to a good start in this game. They've been playing from behind early on in these games in this series, and it's put them in a bad spot at times.
They were down 4 at the end of the first in game 1, 7 at the end of the first in games 2 and 3. But game 4 led 26-21. That was the number 1 focus for Ime Udoka going into that game 4. Here is Eason nuzzling into Smart and dropping it home.
Sengun is such a good passer all over the floor, but especially in the middle of the floor.
Sengun averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists in the series. Here is Kennard, little hesitation, draws a crowd, knocked away by Thompson. Then Thompson got cut off.
More steals and forced 24 turnovers from the Lakers in the last game. The Lakers averaging 20 turnovers a game in this series. They have to take better care of the ball.
Smith kicks it out, Shepherd a deep run off the mark, and another rebound for Ayton. J.J. Redick has been very pleased with the play of DeAndre Ayton in this series. Has said if we win this series, we'll talk about him being a huge reason why. As 3-game span in the playoffs, Robert part of it as he hits the second.
To start the game, you'll see the Lakers switch some screens and exchanges as well in this one.
Ayton on the switch on Shepherd. Bounce in, Sengun, double comes. James got out quickly to Shepherd. Here Sengun wants it again on Smart. Little fadeaway won't go.
And Marcus Smart just fights you down there. He stays low and uses his leverage against the size of Sengun.
Poked away by Shepherd. Smart finds James. Hachimura been very efficient in the series. Can't hit there. Ayton the O-board. Kicks it out. James. Back ironing off. Kennard going to get called for the push-off. Here's Sengun twisting, taking, and hitting.
Just plays with great pace. It's really hard to speed him up, and his shot fake has been really effective.
Here is Smart calling for the screen from Ayton. Smart pedals it into the paint, then bowls it out of bounds, and the Lakers turn it over.
If you're going to make that pocket pass, you got to make it right away.
Second turnover for LA. As Jay talked about, that's been a huge issue for the Lakers in this series. They've survived it up till this point with the 3-1 lead. Lob inside, knocked away. First turnover for Houston. James dishes, Hachimura to the rim.
It's not a smart pass by Reed Shepherd. You have to see the help defense as well as the guy you're passing to.
And not a smart shot there. 5 to go in the first quarter of game 5. LA the 3-1 series lead.
Tari Eason guarding LeBron James again in game 5.
Smart again from 3. The season. James accelerates, can't lay it in. Ayton the foul won't go.
We got to finish those. You draw a shot blocker, that opens up the offensive glass. But those point blank ones, you got to get.
Thompson looking to keep it in bounds after the miss. Sengun. Sengun flops away, bodies in. Awkward movements. Thompson gets it off. No.
good defense by Hachimura. He really fought Şengün for that position.
Here's Smart working behind Ayton. Smart, the lob, Ayton, the lay.
So difficult to bring help in the middle of the floor, and Ayton with a hard roll to the basket.
Thompson. Off to Sheppard, his three. Rims off. Sheppard had his best shooting game of the series in game 4. Was 4 of 7 from deep. Had been 9 for 30 the first 3. Ime Udoka told us he hoped that would make Sheppard more aggressive offensively tonight. Hachimura can't hit. Ayton, oh yeah. Timeout, Houston.
Bothering him, you know that it's serious. But while he had this 3-1 series lead, and Austin said the commitment that the Lakers made.
Dive too deep down, but one thing he emphasized to us, and thank you, Malika, was just the importance of having another ball handler, Jay, and someone who can touch the paint. Because the Lakers...
But it gives them another weapon that can stretch out this Houston defense.
Here is Reeves finding Ayton in the lane, gets denied, gets it back, and it's... Gets it in to Reeves. Off to Ayton. Ayton going to work early and getting it done. DeAndre Ayton already in this game.
We had 19 points, 11 rebounds in game 1, and then in only 25 minutes of game 4 had 19 points and 10 rebounds before he got tossed for that flagrant foul. What a bad pass by Şengün.
Kennard weaving, dishing, Reeves lobbing, James couldn't grab it. Place was ready to pop. Thompson the other end, and James comes back for the interception. Lakers on the break. Kennard rims off.
That's one of his last 10 now from 3 the last 3 games.
Smith gets the whistle called on James. LeBron. Hey, let's have a look at the upcoming
turn for the Sixers. What do you have, 33? That adds a totally different dimension to Philadelphia.
And what a juxtaposition from the game before. You think, oh, 3-1 going into Boston, it'll end there. No. So 3 game 6s in the association tomorrow. Houston looking to add one later in the week. Lakers open ended tonight. Reeves connects. Welcome back, Austin.
Well, you give him just a little bit of space off that high screen roll. And he took advantage of it. That's going to make your oblique feel a little bit better.
19-13, LA leads it. Okogie. That's going to count. Ayton got it off the glass. Outstanding, a career high 23 points per game in the 51 games that he played. Lakers 36-15 with him, just 20-15 without him. Reeves weaving at it kicked. Gonna stay here.
Well, you can see the difference.